Okay guys, so let's just jump right into the video. I'm gonna first start off by showing you guys one of my favorite breakfasts to make while stuck inside. This is a yogurt parfait, and I have been trying to avoid dairy, so I've been enjoying this coconut milk version of yogurt. It's dairy free. And it's super simple. I'm just going to add blueberries, dragon fruit, banana, and some crushed granola. And I have some chia seeds here for some fiber as well. Honestly, you can use any yogurt and any fruits of your choice. I'm just obsessed with fruits, so I love to make any type of breakfast that's packed with fruits. So I'm first just pouring in my yogurt. This is the peach flavor. And then I'm going to try to be cute and like layer my fruits in a specific way in the bowl. You don't have to do this. Actually, I typically don't do this, but just for the sake of presentation and for this video, I just went ahead and kind of made it look nice and presentable. But typically, I just throw the fruits in there and throw the granola in there and then throw the seeds on top and I mix it all together. And that's pretty much it. If you suck at cooking, but you love fruits, this is definitely a great filling and very quick, easy breakfast to make. So now going into lunchtime, I'm going to show you guys how I make some pasta salad. This is one of my favorite like healthier meals to make. Plus it is super easy and does not require a lot of time at all. So the first thing I'm doing, of course, is boiling my noodles. I just have this boiling water on my stove and I'm gonna let that boil for maybe like 20-15 minutes. While that's boiling, I'm going to start getting my vegetables together for the pasta salad. Now, you guys can really add any vegetables you like. I just personally love to add tomatoes, celery, and cucumber. And I'm actually going to chop up the cucumbers a little bit. I don't put them in there whole like this. I just wanted you guys to know what it was before I chopped it up. So I literally just add tomatoes in the middle. Those are like little celery chunks already chopped up, and then a little bit of cucumber. I know some people like to add zucchini, cauliflower, broccoli. You can really add any vegetables of your choice. So once the vegetables are prepped, my pasta's pretty much finished. I'm going to just drain it out, and then I'm just going to pour it into a bowl to get ready to mix everything in. So you can make your own homemade Italian dressing. I literally just like to use Italian dressing that's already pre-made. It's way easier. And I use two different ones just to add some extra flavor. Also don't use specific measurements. I just kind of pour it until it looks like it's enough. And then once I added the two dressings, I just mix it together. Next, we're going to add the veggies, and I completely failed by trying to just pour it straight off of this board. So I literally just ended up taking it in my hand and placing it inside the bowl. And then of course, I'm just mixing that all together. Next, we're going to add some of this McCormick Salad Supreme dressing. I said dressing. Salad Supreme seasoning. And again, I don't use measurements. I just kind of do it to taste, and then I mix it all together. And last but not least, the icing on the cake. I'm going to add some of this grated Parmesan cheese. I said some, but I actually like to put a lot of cheese. I'm really supposed to be avoiding dairy, but I just sneak cheese into my diet whenever I can. So I actually prefer to eat this cold, so I'll store it in the fridge for like an hour or two before I eat it. And then when it's nice and cold, I just take it out. Of course, pour it into a nice portion-sized bowl, and boom. Super easy. I love pasta salad. It's like one of my favorite cookout meals, and it's easy to make, so it makes it easy for me to be able to enjoy during the quarantine, and it's enough for me to save for maybe 1 or 2 days. All right, so now going into dinner. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I taught myself how to make salmon. I freaking love salmon. So this is what you're going to need. So this is like a garlic, butter, and lemon salmon. So I have some fresh sliced lemon. I have some garlic seasoning that I created. I will put all the ingredients that I put inside this little seasoning on the side of the screen so you guys know what is inside of it. And I have some parsley. And then of course you need some salmon. I know this is a ginormous piece of salmon, but I typically don't eat the entire thing in one sitting. I bought this at Trader Joe's. So I'm just going to take my little garlic butter mixture, and I'm just going to slap that on the salmon. Make sure that you clean your salmon before you do this. And let me tell y'all, this little garlic butter mixture that I created like on my own is so good. Like, it adds so much nice flavor. Plus it also helps to cook the salmon a little bit better because of the butter. So I like to bake my salmon. I don't typically like to grill it, just for like the health benefits. So once I have the garlic butter all over the front and the back of the salmon the best that I can, I take a regular baking sheet, I put some foil on it, and I spray it with some canola oil, and then I put the remainder of that little seasoning that I had on the bottom, just so that the bottom of the salmon also can have the same flavor while it's cooking. I place that on the tray. I like to add the lemon and the parsley on top of it as well while it is cooking. It helps to add a nice little tangy flavor to it. And I don't put all this parsley, I just put like a little dash of it. So I sprinkle that on, and then you guys are probably noticing that the foil is like super long. So I do that so that way I can just take the excess foil and place it right on top of the salmon and squeeze it together so that the heat stays in and it can cook nice. So I like to put my oven on 375 and I cook the salmon for about 20 to 25 minutes. I like it pretty well done. While that's cooking, I'm going to prep my asparagus. And I go crazy with the seasoning on asparagus because I'm typically not an asparagus girl. Like, I have to make sure that it's very tasty in order for me to eat it. So I'm just putting some olive oil into the pan. And then I'm going to take the asparagus. I do cut them in half and then place that inside the pan. I'm going to take some chopped garlic. This is the same garlic that I used for the salmon as well. Again, no exact measurements, just kind of placing it and taking it by eye. I also had some leftover chopped peppers from a meal that I made yesterday, so I'm going to add that for some flavor as well. And of course, I'm going to take some pepper and sprinkle that on top. I'm also taking some Miss Dash and sprinkling that on top, kind of like my salt alternative. And I really like this Italian seasoning too, so I'm just taking that and sprinkling it on top. And then I just saute that, and it only takes maybe about 5 to 10 minutes to completely saute and harden. I like my asparagus pretty like hard, so I don't like to saute it for too long because I don't like when it gets soggy. So now my salmon is pretty much finished, so I'm going to unravel it. Do not do this with your hands, it's actually super hot. Do it with gloves. I was not being smart here. But yeah, I just take it and then I'll plate it. The rice underneath, my boyfriend made like a few days ago, so I didn't make that, but you can pair it with rice, mashed potatoes, anything of your choice. And I do not eat it with the lemon on. I do take the lemon off. That was just for presentation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Those really help me out. Comment below any suggestions you might have or anything you have been eating during this quarantine. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hopefully I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!